American 496 to report the river. American 496 to clear by for visual room 1 approach 199, so far. Delta 1618 to maintain 3000 with a left turn heading 050 report the river. Go 4352 to maintain 4000, then speed 190.
Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, my peeps? Welcome aboard to another DCS World live stream. We're in it, boys. The AH-64 Delta Apache, one of my favorite military helicopters that there is. Just such a sexy, sexy, sexy bird. Today is March 21st. Current local time here on the eastern seaboard of the United States is 1910. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you on board as we take a first look on the channel at the Apache that's flown by the United States Army. And we're going to go out and try to cause some mayhem. 1 second here. Let me just double check one thing. Let's go to here. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this evening. Thank you for stopping by. And why don't we just make this actually smaller so it's not all in the way. Alright, so yeah, welcome aboard everybody. Drew Stone, D-Champ, Aviation Geek, whoever else is lurking in the background. Today we're going to be jumping in the AH-64 Apache. We have a little mission that we've thrown together with local extremists has been attacking a civilian population just north of our current location. It's believed to be members of the Irani forces that we've been engaging the last couple past streams on the channel. So our tasking orders is to provide close air support for the locals there. Intel has it. There's two separate groups, each attempting to take control of that respective city. And Intel says they have light armor and possible AAA. So we will try to do our best here as we get thrown into the fire that is the AH-64 Apache. And yeah, she's a very sexy aircraft. This morning we do have the sun coming up over the building there. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit of this gorgeous, gorgeous rotary wing aircraft. And now we are flying offline. There are some things that I don't like about the helicopter. We will discuss that, but I suppose it's realistic, right? This aircraft is similar to the F-18 in the sense that it's made by the same company. So a lot of the same warnings that you hear during startup when we fly the F-18, you will hear here within the Apache. Alright, so without further ado, we'll go ahead and get the sounds up. We'll get the music to come down for the startup, and we'll get ready to make a hasty departure here this evening. Shadow, what's going on? Leo's a spy. Alright, so without further ado, we'll pause the music. And we're here in the pilot seat of the AH-64. First thing we're going to do is come down here and get some lights and stuff on. And we don't need to flood. And we'll come here and get our volumes, radio volumes, and the squelch on, because that's going to give us some loudness here once we get everything going. All right, so battery can come on. We'll come over to the left, start the APU. Let's listen to that start up. Woo!
Hydraulic failure.
All right, there's the gunner closing his door. We'll cancel that. No hydraulic failure. And let's come down here and lower the brightness on our monocle here. I like to run it about right there, and we could actually turn it off for a second. And let's go ahead and roll on engine number 1 first. Actually, let's close this because it's going to get fairly loud, as if it's already not. Alright, so let's roll on engine 1.
Rotor RPM low.
So we're looking for 20% on the power there. There's 20%. We'll introduce fuel.
Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
And she's coming to life, boys. Just that simple. And we'll also get the cockpit cameras on for you as well, so you can see what we got going on here. Alright, while we wait on engine 1 to stabilize, we'll come down here and go TSD utility page, and let's turn that Doppler on. This is to begin the alignment process for the helicopter. Once this number here drops to about 0.004 or 5, we'll have a full alignment of the helicopter. Then we'll come back out, we'll go engine systems page, and we're watching that oil pressure to start dropping below 60-ish or so before we go full RPM. Alright, let's come back and start engine number 2. And we do have our fuel cutoff switches, these levers here, on a switch on our throttle. There's 20%.
Engine 2 out. Engine 2 out.
Okay, so while we wait on that to stabilize, there's really not much else to do in the helicopter. We can turn the CMOS system on, and we'll go into bypass mode. This is our countermeasure system here. Ooh, she sounds good, boys. Alright, so it looks like we have 2 good stable engines holding at 56% on the power. Our oil pressure here is now dropped to 43, so we are actually clear to bring our power up. Now, I will say, if you see here, I have split throttles. This is how I do it personally, and how WAGS does it. I have split throttles here. The left one I use for my power levers here, and the right ones is for my collector. When you increase the left ones during startup, like right now, they never move. So to all of you guys that are struggling with the Apache or helicopters in general, your power levers never really move unless you're on the ground or shutting down. So let's spool them up now. And they'll stay there for the duration of the flight. Now that we got full power, we can the generator should have kicked in. We can come off with the APU. And we'll come back down here to our TSD utility page, and we are still aligning here. So we've just got to wait on that. Alright, so while we wait on that, we can go ahead and uncage our standby instrument there and get ready to boresight our AH-64D, which is this here. So what we'll do is select weapons, and we'll go boresight, AH-64D, and we want to try to get this thing as center as possible. this thing as center as possible. Zoom all the way out. Alright, and then we click right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Alright, boom, we got a good bore sight there. Since we are in single player, we can actually swap up to the gunner seat. Clear his master caution as well. Get his systems and stuff on. Let's go. Can I bore sight from up here? TSD. No, I need weapons. Bore sight. I-heads. Okay. I wonder why he doesn't get the little thing here. Alright, we'll just rock with it. Weapon, TSD, utility. Okay, so the alignment is looking good. We're at 0.008. I'm gonna let that go down a little bit more before we move out. Now I will say, I understand that this is a multi-crew helicopter. This is my biggest gripe with the Apache. Technically, this is my first real, I guess, multi-crew that I mess around with. I do have the Mi-24 Hind. I like the Hind, but I never really flown it online. I don't have the F-14. So with that said, I didn't really know how multi-crew worked. I took this bird, tried to fly it online, and hated the fact that I have to have a human gunner there or just use the AI George. I don't mind using the AI George, but the problem is I want to have selection over if I want to open my helicopter up to other players. In the small group that I fly with, you know, I think it's more beneficial to have 3 or 4 Apaches than just 2 with a full crew, especially if everybody is learning the systems and things like that. So yeah, I don't really like it in that sense, which is why we're flying offline right now. All right, so we may have this may be the best that it's going to get on the alignment. We'll give it another few seconds. And actually what we can do here is, let's see if I can remember how to do this. TSD. Let's go here. What did we do? Was it point? Add. Damn. Let's turn that off. LZ. Enter. Enter. And enter. And enter again. Okay, so that just added our position here as a point. So now we know that this position here is marked as our LZ. You can see the route that we're going to fly through a canyon here. Try to stay low, below the terrain, and do whatever masking that we can. Let's come back over to the utilities page. Yeah, I think that's the best that it's going to get. So with that said, let's go ahead and unlock the tail wheel. That's good. Everything else pretty much is set, boys. Everything else is pretty much set. Let's do this right quick. Let's go ahead and ground override, arm the weapons right quick, and let's wise up the gun. We'll set a burst limit of 20, and we'll go range here and put an A, enter for automatic range. That should be automatic range. A, enter. Should that say auto? I don't know. Let's see what this says. Yeah, we're in auto. Auto range is there. And we'll unwise the gun. Come off a ground override. And we should be good for takeoff, boys. Let's get our symbology changed for hover and takeoff. And with that said, let's head on out. Yeah, everything looks good. Oh, we should have put more flares on. Let's check this bird out from the outside. Ooh-wee. Alright. Let's go ahead and take off. We'll do a short hover taxi on over to the runway. And we should be good to go from there. Yeah, this ain't getting no lower. I think we're good there on the alignment. Alright boys, y'all ready? So now again, the key with helicopters ought to be smooth, just like you would air-to-air refueling. I do have my controls window up. You can't see it, but I do have my controls window up. You kind of need it for your choppers so that you can see where your trim is. So the goal is we're gonna give her a little left rudder or left anti-torque pedal. You can kind of see the nose come off to the left as we increase power, and we want to just maintain about 10 to 12 feet off the ground, and we'll taxi on over to the runway and head out in the direction that we're facing. I probably should brighten this up a little bit for you. Alright, so remember, our power levers down here always stay at 100, and now we're using collective. Come up slow, and as you see the aircraft gets light, start putting in those that left rudder. And once you get to where you want to go, so now my foot is pretty much locked about 20 degrees to the left on those rudder pedals. Bring that speed down, try to keep it around 10 knots or so. 2 feet off the ground, 3 feet, 4 feet. So now we're not the best at choppers, but we also are learning just like everyone else. Try to get over here to this runway. Alright, so there we go, stable hover. And then we'll go ahead and give her some power. Let the nose drop. $25 knots, let's go ahead and transition. Try to get that force trim going. This helicopter very much likes to be in pretty stable trim. It's a bit different than your how you would trim your airplane. we're pretty much just about hands off, just about. We're gonna give her a little bit more nose down trim, get that speed on up. Why is my thing here saying? There we go. Alright, so we swapped to waypoint 2, 14 miles, 14 kilometers out in front of us. We want to watch this. This little arrow is basically like your vertical speed indicator. So all I'm doing really is messing with the collective to try to keep that about there. That's it. The aircraft is pitched forward, trimmed out, and flying pretty much straight ahead. Let's get a flyby. Ooh-wee. Sexy, sexy. There's our waypoint 2. We'll give her a retrim there. Give her a little bit more nose down. Let's get a little bit more speed here. And because we nose down, we now have to increase the collective. Keep that altitude. Alright boys, looking good. We'll get some tunes back on for the cruise here. Eight kilometers out from waypoint 2. Gorgeous sunrise. So the goal here is just to try to hug these mountains as best we can. Because we do have some randomness up here. And we don't quite know what we're going into. We only have basic intel on the area. Gorgeous bird though. I think they did a really good job with the modeling of the aircraft. I mean, it looks really good. It flies really well once you get her stable and trimmed out. The key in slow flight is to remember small inputs. Don't try to do a big trim job at once. Do it in increments if you have to. And don't make sure that you don't do anything drastic with the flight controls. Just like flying on the basket, refueling, or flying in formation. Now another thing, these pods on the dwarf wings there, they articulate up and down based upon the pilot's head movement. So you could actually fire these things from a decent range here, especially the rockets. Okay, now we're on the waypoint 3. As you can see in the iHads, it just swapped over to 3. 4 kilometers from 3. And our target area is at 6. Or the first target area anyways. This thing is pure sexiness, though. Alright, on the waypoint 4.5 kilometers out in front of us. And we're following this highway right on in. Alright, so you can see we're starting to wobble around a little bit. Looks like we're crabbing a little bit. We are crabbing. We are not in aerodynamic trim. We are in trim based upon the waypoint that we're going to. So if you see that little ball down here in the center, that's pretty much the trim of our aircraft there. I lost the waypoint. Yeah, we lost the waypoint, so we've got to come down here, go to 5. Nope, that didn't do it. hold up, guys. Why isn't it swapping me to 5? Let's kind of hold here for a second. Okay, so see, as we slow down, you've got to reset and neutralize all of your trims. So what we're going to do here, let's just jump over here for a second to the gunner and take a look at his TSD, so we don't have to really worry about a hover. Alright, so we've got George holding 980 feet. And let's see why
slide left. Roger, stop it.
why is he not
Slide left. Coming left.
there we go. Get him away from this mountain here. I don't trust him.
Coming left. Copy. Speeding up.
Alright, let's just get him forward a little bit away from this mountain. Okay, so we need waypoint 5. Yeah, it's still on waypoint 4. So how do I go direct to waypoint 5? I went direct to waypoint 2. Route. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's jump back in the pilot seat. And we should be... No, his is still on waypoint 4. Alright, so obviously they have independent... He's got to be way too high. Here we go. Alright, so we got waypoint 5 selected. Let's get back down. Get the trim and everything reset. Alright, so we're just trying to get the aircraft back in trim. Wait a minute, I'm going away from waypoint 5. Oh, you know what? I think it's got to be 6. And there we go, because there's 6 right there. That's our target area, I believe. Okay, we're going to start slowing her down here for a second. And creeping on in. Let's get our altitude a bit lower. Come around to the left. Ain't gonna be able to see nothing through that smoke. Why is it saying we're 30 kilometers? That's not no daggone 30 kilometers. Something's off. But that is one of our areas here if I'm looking at it on the tags. Alright, now we're just trying to get stable in a slight hover here. While trimming the aircraft. Not like that, but... Alright, so let's swap over to George. And we'll get ready to attempt to engage whatever we find over here. We'll stop the music for right now. Wow, kid, what's going on, bro? Welcome aboard. So let's go hover Bob up.
Copy, at the location.
Alright, we've got him aligned there.
Copy, speeding up. Copy, at the location. Coming right.
Alright. Why is my daggone zoom not wanting to work? Jesus. Alright, we want TADS. We want flare. I forgot how to zoom my daggone thing in. There we go. Okay, I'm seeing 2 contacts here. 3, 4, 5. Some infantry. More vehicles up there on the road. Alright, let's see. Ooh, we're drifting.
Copy, just saw one down.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all saw that? We're taking fire. Let's go ahead and bail out to the left. Back off some. I forgot I set him to 40 knots, so we were drifting up that whole time. So we'll back off the range a little bit. Let's see if George can manage that. And we'll place him in hover bob up mode.
Copy, head to the location.
Align him with the location here. Alright, that looks a little more stable.
Copy. Stop. Roger. Stop it. Break and right.
I didn't say break right.
Break and left. Coming right. Coming right.
That's where I want you to stay, right there, George. I want you to stay right there on that heading. Can you manage that? Alright, my zoom on my daggone axis isn't wanting, I mean not axis, but there we go. My HOTAS isn't wanting to cooperate. Alright, so let's see. We may have to... Alright, let's arm the weapons. Let's waz up the... Let's waz up the missiles. Okay, AA. Acquisition source is waypoint 5. It should be 6. There we go. Acquisition is waypoint 6. Let's see what we got here.
Slide left.
Why is he not actually sliding left?
Roger. Stop it. Slide left. Roger. Stop it. Copy. Increasing altitude.
Alright, we're gonna go up to
Copy.
about
Increasing
400 feet.
altitude. Roger. Stop it. Copy. Head to the location.
There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get a lock on something here. And of course my daggone, what's the name isn't working. Alright y'all, I had this problem the other night. It's not letting me squirt the laser to get a range on them. It's saying it's ready.
Copy, at the location. Copy, increasing up. Roger, decreasing altitude.
What did I do the last time? Why isn't it letting me squirt the laser? Yeah, it's not letting me squirt the laser. Where is it? That's the store button, but we want to squirt the laser. One second here, guys. Trying to figure out how to master arm is on. Missiles are WASD. Sal, norm, direct trajectory. That's what we want. Laser rangefinder on the last squirt is what we want. Acquisition source is waypoint 6. That's fine because this is waypoint 6. Oh, let me just make sure that my buttons are still the same because I had some issues with DCS the other day. Let's go to CPG. Yeah. Laser rangefinder, trigger, second detent. That's what it is. And why it's not squirting, we have no idea. I did have this issue when I first flew it, but I can't remember what I did to make it function. Okay, that slaves it to the acquisition source. Where is the acquisition source? Why is it way over there? It doesn't make sense. Hey, that doesn't make sense, boys. Waypoint 6. We've got waypoint 6 as the acquisition source. Yeah, see, it's not even. See, it'll look out there if I use my helmet mounted display. Still not firing the laser though. And it still got me on waypoint 5. I see what's going on. This is saying waypoint 4. Acquisition source is waypoint 6. That can't be correct. Waypoint 6 is right out in front of us. That ain't no 29 kilometers. So up until this point, I've been doing just fine with this bird. I haven't had this issue of not being able to squirt the laser since I first got the bird. So we want it on the TADs. Yeah, so this little box here is where the acquisition source is, I believe. I'm not understanding why it's saying that my acquisition source is way off the side here, like it's still trying to look at 5, I think. But that don't even make sense. See, it can't even get all the way around there to 5. Alright, give me a second, boys. We're gonna figure it out. We've backed off. They know we here, but we've backed off. We're in a stable hover here. And we're gonna figure out this So I should be able to squirt the daggone laser. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Gun trigger cover or something like that. Let's check that. CPG. It was one of these buttons. Why switch, occupy, co-pilot gunner seat, no. Let's go cover. Master, nope, that's not it. I had it set. TAD sensor select, stabilizer, sound, site select switch. Hold on, which one was that? Site select switch. TADs and right. What is it? Site select switch, helmet and TADs. Hold on, let's see something. Yeah, see, it's still not. I need my laser to fire because I can't use none of my weapons unless my laser fires. That's the thing. I need range in for the gun, rockets, and hellfires. And this is the issue I had on the very first day. but was able to get past it and had an excellent time with the bird. Let's consent to fire. Oh no, we need CPG. Mode compensation. Got that on. Those are my WAS switches. TADs. FLIR polarity button. Slave. This is weird. This is weird here. .8 is what it's saying for the automatic mode, but that's because the cursor is there, right? It's not letting me fire the laser. This is what gets me, boys. Anybody know how to fire the laser? Set on my controls there, but like I said, I don't understand why. Okay, that's locking it to my acquisition source there. Let's try waypoint 5. That still doesn't make sense though. Let me just try a different button because that key is kind of sticking, but I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Second detent. Let's change this to that. Oh, that's not even working. I will say this is frustrating, y'all, because I had this thing. CPG. Right hand grip. Let's clear that and go. Yeah, this is what it is. LRFD second detent trigger. There was something I did the other day that when I was having this problem, I just cannot remember for the life of me what it was. Coordinates, waypoint 6 should be our acquisition source because that's this area. We're getting waypoint 6 here, waypoint 6 here, so it's saying that it's... Nah, bro, I ain't too far out. I'm only like 2 kilometers, bro. This thing can fire these things up to 8 kilometers out. I mean, look, the target area is right there. I literally had this issue the very first day and couldn't figure out why. And then I fixed it. I was able to laze. But now I'm back to that issue and I don't know what I did the last time. I can't remember what I did. Alright, we're looking at primary. That's good. Laser spot track is alpha as well. See, the missile is ready. Like, it's tracking channel alpha, which we have that set, and the R indicates ready. But we needed to say AT after we fire, because I can fire the missile now, but it's not going to track on nothing because I can't squirt the laser for some odd reason. And that's what's bothering me about it. On top of my daggone zoom not really wanting to function like it should. Is there something that I'm missing? Is there a trigger guard or something? Yes, there's a trigger guard, but I've got to find that. Let's see. Weapons trigger guard. Open, close. Which button is this? And this is actually on the throttle. Alright, so let's find out which button that is for the pilot. Because we may have to set up that for co-pilot too. Boresighting, tail wheel lock, unlock. So what the hell button? This cursor depressed. Sent to fire. What other daggone button do I have on here that it could be set to? Weapons trigger, second detent. Alright, nothing is on this. Let me try this right quick. I don't know which does he have a trigger guard too? Open trigger, yes. Open, close. Alright, let's see if that's it. I don't think that's it. I don't think that has nothing to do with the daggone laser not firing. I should be able to fire the damn laser. Yeah, nope, laser's still not firing. Hold on.
Copy, at the location. Roger, aligning.
Okay, so we're in constraints now, but we're still not. We're still not able to frickin' pop the laser, man. This is annoying the hell out of me. Ah, y'all. There's something that is not so straightforward that's going on. And Wags did a second video on it. And I watched it, and somehow or another I got the laser to start working the other day. Let's see here. Give me a bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, bear with me. This is confusing as hell as to why this isn't. What's up, May? Welcome aboard, May. We're trying to get our alright, let's unwise the missile.
Roger, aligning.
Yeah, this isn't making no sense. So obviously, when I put the range into auto, it gets the range from where the cursor is. It's 3 kilometers out. But it should let me freaking fire the it should let me fire the freaking laser. So let's see here. We're gonna go rockets here for a second. Yeah, see, I can't even see where my... Nah, that's not what I want. I want tags, right? That's what I want. All right, let's see how close we get to him with this auto lays with rockets. We'll set a quantity of 2. This is frustrating. Yeah, we're short. We need that laser rangefinder, man. Cause this automatic laser thing ain't worth it. Look how short they are based on that range. Don't like it. Now that's not even in constraints. Oh, I see. Pylon limit. The pylons are up too far. They can't go up anymore for 4,000 meters. They're still landing short.
Slide left. Roger. Stop. Slide left.
Alright, I'm still trying to find this video that Wags did right quick. Cause this is fairly, we may have to do a rain check on this. Again, I flew it yesterday. Everything was just fine. I know it's user error. Let's see here. It's 100% user error. The fact that this daggone laser isn't squirting. Like, it should be as simple as pressing the button for it to squirt, and it's not. Why is it? See, I get bow limit, which I don't understand. Why is the laser not, if the chopper is in constraints, why is the laser not firing when I press the button? That's what's getting me, boys. Gun rockets. Give me a second, boys. I'm literally trying to find the video right quick. What I do like though is that George will keep me in a stable hover while I troubleshoot. Let's go history. And then when I watch other people that has done videos, they're doing the same exact thing that I'm doing. Waz the missile, shoot the laser, make sure you got your laser codes and stuff correct, but it doesn't make any sense on why the here we go, launch day questions. Kyle Merrick says hit until on weapon page and turn the laser on. Okay, let's check that out. I thought it was on by default. Alright, let's check that out. Weapon page. Okay, where is the weapon? This is the weapon page here, but where is the laser actually at? Where is it actually at, Cal? Because we're on the weapon page right now. This is the weapon page. And he says, then turn laser on. Where exactly is the... Ah, here we go. You son of a... If that was it, I've never had to do that. If that was it, I'm gonna be so pissed that why is that Not always on by default.
Slide left.
Appreciate it, Kyle. If that was it, I'm gonna be so pissed. That why isn't that on by default? All right, so we're having Pilot George slide us to the left, and let's try to reacquire. Now we won't have a full run. We were gonna have to go back to base anyway for the second target point, which is fine.
Moving back. Roger. Stopping.
Alright, let's see. Can we see? Get a good. Alright, that should be good there. Alright, let's try this again. Ah, boom, we got lasers, boys. Alright, missiles are WASD up. We've got a range of 4609, so what's that, 4 kilometers, 4.6 kilometers. And we're gonna go ahead and laser it, and we're going direct. That's set, and rifle. No rifle? There we go. There we go, boys. I appreciate you, Cal. Cal, for the win-win. And we're still lasering that target down there. And Shack 1. Shack 1, Shack 1. Hey, my man said, you gotta turn the laser on. Now, let's see what we got here. Couple units standing outside of that. They obviously know I'm here now, so I was looking for those intel reports of
Slide left.
the AAA. We want to get that out of there so we can get a wee bit closer here. What is that? That looks like a possible AAA there.
Roger. Stopping.
Alright, let's see what this is here. Ah, there it is. There's a AAA truck. Squirt the laser, 4300 on the range and rifle. And we're still squirt that laser. And Shack 1. Alright, let's go ahead and let's scoot up. Let's try and scoot up a little bit.
Copy. Speeding up. Copy. Speeding up.
I'm gonna try to scoot up a wee bit. Dre, what up, bro? What's going on, homie? Good to see you, dog. How did everything go for you?
CMOS is on. Switching CMOS to auto. Copy. Head to the location. Copy. Slow one down. Coming right. Copy. Copy. Slow one down. Copy. Increasing altitude. Copy. Increasing altitude.
Alright, so we're gonna try to pop up over this hill right here for a second and see what we can see.
Copy. Increasing altitude.
Is he increasing altitude or is he just saying it? Damn, man, go up.
Copy. Increasing altitude. Copy. Increasing altitude.
Alright, so we're gonna wise up the gun. I still think we're a little too far for the gun. We'll try to get some of these guys, these dumbass soldiers standing out here. Okay, is my gun not freaking? Here we go to boo boo again. Oh, you know what? Does the pilot have control of the gun? I should have control of the gun. Yeah, the gun is being controlled by the TADs. Maybe it's out of range. Yeah, I think the gun may be actually out of range, is it? Yeah, I think it is. Alright, let's wise up rockets and see if we can actually get something here.
Roger. Stop it.
Oh, that's not what I wanted, bro.
Roger. Aligning. Copy. Increasing up. Roger. Stop it.
Oh my god, he's...
Copy. Increasing
I'm
altitude.
hitting the wrong buttons. Alright, we want him in combat.
Roger. Aligning.
Align with the target.
Roger. Aligning.
That's my bad on that. This is what happens when you try to stream a bird. You haven't fully learned her yet. It's no worries. I'm trying to get him just to rotate his heading. There we go.
Copy. Copy. At the location. Coming right. Coming right. Coming right.
I think I'm still too far for rockets. Oh, come on, man. Now my missiles ain't firing again. Weapon is not WASP. WASD.
Copy. Speeding up.
No, I don't want you to speed up.
Copy. Slowing down.
Oh my god, bro. I'm literally trying to get this man to align to target, and I keep forgetting under which category it's in for the George AI thing.
Coming left. Copy. Copy. Head to the location. Copy. Increasing altitude. Roger. Aligning. Roger. Aligning. Breaking right. Breaking left.
Oh my god, bro. Just the heading, George. Just the heading.
Coming right. Coming right. Coming right. Coming right. Coming right.
Alright, we should be good in constraints now.
Coming left. Coming left. Coming left. Coming right. Coming right.
Rifle. Let's see if that takes out, that explosion takes those guys out. Ooh, it did. Nice. Rifle. Alright, we're gonna have to move position because now those other two targets are obscured by the smoke. We'll try to get this guy first. .42 rifle. Time of impact is 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we will try to grab this guy as well. .9 on the range, squirt the laser and rifle. Alright, shack him. And let's see if we can have one more guy. Here we go. One last guy here. Four point oh. We'll give you guys an outside view for this one. Squirt the laser and rifle. See those things articulate? Ooh, I think we missed him. We hit, but I think we missed him. I think we missed him. Actually, we did miss him. Alright, what is that? Oh no. Got fuel low. Guys, we may have to return to base here for a second. Oh, which button was it? Oh no, 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 no. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and come off target and RTB and see if we can't get rearmed or whatever and finish out. So we need to go. What was it? Waypoint 1? Alright, let's go ahead and come off target and see if we can make it back home. We was not keeping an eye on our fuel at all. Ah! Bring that collective back. I don't think we're gonna make it back, boys. We may not. We trying to. Sitting out there on station for a minute. Let's make it back. Let's make it back. We'll get rearmed with some more Hellfires. And we gotta remember that laser thing needs to be turned on. I don't think it always needs to be turned on though, because I don't know, I'll just learn to check it each time. Yeah, we're 30 kilometers away from the base. I don't know that we're gonna make it. Why is my zoom not working like it should? Hold on, is that? We still got 440 pounds. Yeah, that's still not a lot. We'll go back. Uh-oh, hold on. Are we even going to the right, the right spot? We're trying to make it back, boys. Uh-oh.
Rotor RPM low.
It's happening.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
I think it's happening, boys. Running out of fuel.
Rotor RPM low. 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 Rotor RPM low.
Trying to get my trim reset.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor
Ah!
RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM
I can't get my trim reset, and this helicopter does not have a trim reset. I'm afraid we're going down, boys. I can't get a hold of it.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
I'm trying.
Rotor RPM low.
I'm trying.
RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
I wish y'all can see my controls indicator because
Rotor RPM low. Rotor
it's
RPM
not
low.
good.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
Ah, come back.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM
All right, we need to try and settle down somewhere. I don't even know if I'm going to the right place at this point. But like my trim is all out of whack. Starting to get the trim back a little bit, but all right, there's a trim. All right, we're gonna try to set her down here in the field or something. And we do have another helicopter that's ready. Try to watch that VRS. There's a hill right there. Let's squirrel her around it this way. Yeah, we ain't gonna make it, boys. But at least we can try not to crash the aircraft. And we'll be able to jump into the other cliented aircraft here. Or you know what? Can I? I don't know. Ooh, this is a hill too. That's no good. Alright, we down safe, boys.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
Whew.
Rotor RPM low.
Man, we almost died.
Rotor RPM low.
Oh, see my zone. My zone
Rotor
is.
RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
Alright, we got her set down in the field. We're gonna go ahead and try to grab the other one. Didn't take any damage, but we spent a lot of time trying to figure out that laser.
Rotor RPM low.
So let's do this.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
Oh, hot shot.
Rotor RPM low.
Rotor RPM is not low. It's off. Alright, so let's see. Can we jump in the other one? I think we can. I think we can. I hope we can. There we go. Alright, perfect. We got a new bird. We're gonna go over to the area, mop up, and then go up to the other area. And let's make sure that we have... Oh, we do not have any ordnance on this one. Okay. We ain't got no ordnance, man. Alright, so let me get some tunes while we get ordnanced up. And yeah, this second run should be a lot better. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me this evening. It's been a learning process for us, but we are hell-bent on learning this Apache. And aside from everything else, I think it's a pretty daggone good bird. Alright, so we're gonna go with some unguided rockets on the outside. Pretty much the same payload. And we'll go with ×4 Hellfires. We should be able to get right in and get on target.
Request rearming.
Copy.
Make sure y'all smash the thumbs up button for me. Show the channel some support. And we're gonna try to do this as quickly as possible to get over there. I'm still learning the navigation system on this thing. It's a bit confusing, like how do you select the next waypoint, like if you're not close enough for it to sequence to the next waypoint. Because sometimes it seems like it'll put it on your IHADs, but it may not actually be the acquisition source. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that more. I've watched some videos on it, but all right. So let's come let's jump inside and let's get this bird fired up again. So we're gonna go get our lights on. And let's set our volume up and get the squelches on. And we'll close the door. Battery can come on. APU.
Hydraulic failure.
Alright, let's roll on the left engine. That's
Rotor RPM low.
we're looking for 20%.
Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
Whew, this thing is sexy on the startup, boys. Alright, roll on engine number 2.
Engine 2 out. Engine 1 out.
Still don't understand. Maybe you don't have to actually bore sight for the gunner. Because you don't get the little thingy that pops up here. Alright, so we're waiting on the alignment to complete like the last time, and then we're going over to mop up at waypoint 6, I believe, and then on to waypoint 7, provided we have enough ammunition to do so. Testing the cyclic. As you can see, moving my stick, that's what moves your rotors, for those of you that want to know how helicopters operate. And And you can see the pilot making those movements in the cockpit. You're just a pendulum like that. The weight hanging below the rotor. I think this is a very, very well modeled aircraft. We're down to 0.7 now, so we may have some more to go here. Usually it's 0.005 or 004. Yeah, usually once you get your map like this, you're ready to go. Oh, hold on, that wasn't it. How did I do it again? Point. Yeah, here we go. Point. Add a dent. LZ, enter, 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 enter. Okay, so that's waypoint 8, which is LZ, which is our current position here. Yeah, and that's showing there. Let's go route. Yeah, waypoint 7. Okay, waypoint 1 is selected. Okay, so that should be, yeah, waypoint 1, 2.9 kilometers. That should be it there. And while we're here, let's go to the gun. Ground override arm. We'll set a burst of 20. That's good. Missile. That's all fine. And rockets will set a release quantity of 2. Alright, I think we're good, boys. Let's go tail wheel unlocked. And we'll do like we did before, taxi on out and head on over to the combat area and mop up these targets. And give me 1 second. Let me grab me a peach tea right quick before we depart. 1 second. Got frozen free peach tea. That'll work though. Alright. Alright, we're ready to go, boys. Oh, one more thing. Let's make sure we have that fuel transfer thing open as well. Fuel transfer aft. Here we go. All right. Let's get the iHeads back on. Let's go into hover mode here. We'll give her a little power till she gets light. Little left rudder. start a hover taxi on over to the runway. Alright, give her some nose down. A little bit more collective. Transition. So we're just working on trimming the aircraft, maintaining. Good little clip here. 0.9 away from our waypoint 1. See, now it's not automatically incrementing to the next waypoint. No worries, we'll do it ourselves. Alright, let's start gaining some speed. Get on back over here. All this bird needs is a little more blade chop. When you make sharp turns, blades slapping through the air. It needs a little bit more of that. So I think we'll be good this time with the Hellfires. I was on the highway one day and I saw 2 Apaches coming down the highway like this. I about cracked
Rotor
myself.
RPM low.
Why?
Rotor
Why?
RPM low.
Why? Why? Is
Rotor
that? Oh,
RPM
you know
low.
what? Why?
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
Why is my rotor up?
Rotor RPM
Am I
low.
pushing the rotor too hard, too fast? That was a little weird. I haven't.
Rotor RPM low.
Uh-oh, what do
Rotor
we do?
RPM
What do we
low.
do to the chopper, y'all?
Rotor RPM low. Rotor
Power
RPM
is
low.
up.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor
What do we
RPM
do?
low. Rotor RPM low.
Why are we getting a low rotor? Power is all the way up. Again, these are first time warnings of me getting. Okay, maybe we had. I'm starting to look at the torque there. Maybe we had the throttles up too high, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Alright, we're good. We'll set it there at 101%. That's what it was, boys. Alright, so 1.5 kilometers out from waypoint 2. We're pretty much taking the same route back up there as we did the first time. And now that we know we've destroyed that AAA truck, we'll be able to get a little bit closer and employ some guns and stuff like that. At least that's the plan. So it looks like we passed 2. Let's go on to waypoint 3. I do really love flying this bird though. It's a joy to fly. As you can see, once you get her trimmed out, respect the power limits. Like, I mean, we're barely doing anything. My feet are off the anti-torque pedals. Not much to do there. Did y'all see that? Something definitely, there was one round or something that came past us. I don't know if y'all saw that or not.
RPM
What did I
low.
do? No.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
Hey yo, why does it seem like my freaking my throttle is backwards? No, it's not backwards. What the heck is going on, man? I think I still had it a little too high. Continue on to waypoint 5. And this is where things always kind of get screwy. Oh, there it is. I keep forgetting when you're trying to trim, you got to recenter every time you make a trim change. In this helicopter, you got to recenter your controls before you can make another trim change. Or if you don't, it'll give you that twitchiness like you just saw. We got the gun functioning. I really hope ED takes that gun trigger cover off. It's a wasted, useless button in my opinion. And there's nothing that pops up telling you that you have the trigger guard open or not. Like you just gotta set a button for it. It's a bit weird how it works. I wish they would just take it off. Alright, so we're almost to our first target area. We'll try to mop up what we can and then head on up a couple miles north to the next target area. I think on the second target area we may do it from back here since that's how we got to do it online. I haven't done it before. And let George take control of the Hellfires. I don't know. I don't really like it, to tell you the truth. So we may or may not. I don't know. Alright, 2.5 kilometers to waypoint 5. Waypoint 6 is the target area, I believe. It should be just over that ridge line there to the left. If I'm looking at the tags correctly. Yeah, it should be just over there to the left. Yep, there it is there. So what we'll do is we'll go waypoint 6. And we'll start coming over to the left. 4.5 kilometers out. Creep our way on in here, just in case there's any other major threats left. Why is it now saying we're 5 kilometers away? This waypoint 6 is a bit weird. Alright, let's see if we can remember how to do this. Weapon. No. But where was it? Here we go. Alright, laser's on this time. See what I'm saying? It's on this time. Last time it wasn't. Alright, let's see if we can
Roger, stop it. Copy, at the location. Slide, Roger, stop it. Coming right. Coming right.
tags. Looks like we got 1 unit, possible 2. I can't tell if that's burned out or not. 3 units. Four, 5, 6. 27. $26. Let's check the dispersion rate on that. Alright, they're close. Still flying long. Oh, you know what? I'm trying to use a laser. That's what it is. Okay. I got you. Let's go to range. Automatic. I don't think the laser works for... Let's check the range there. Getting an automatic ranging of 2.3. That's kind of far for the gun, don't you think?
Copy. Copy. Speeding up.
Alright, let's slide in a little bit. Close the distance.
Copy. Slowing down. Copy. Slowing down.
Alright, so we're inside 2 kilometers now. That surely should be good enough. See, the rounds are still landing super stupid short. That still got me at 2 kilometers. With the automatic ranging. They still landing super long. Hitting just behind them. Okay, that hit him. we go. We're getting her dialed in on the range now. Something else just blew up. Getting hits on it. I think this thing is armored, that's why. There we go. Alright, that should blow up. We've got 33 cannon rounds left. That will be destroyed here in a second.
Copy. Speeding up. Just slowing down. Coming left.
Just destroyed something else.
Aligning.
Alright guys, we're gonna throw some rockets at this dude and see if we can hit him. Oh, they were way off. Why? Is it aligned with the...
Roger, aligning. Roger, aligning.
Yeah, we're in constraints. rockets aren't going in the direction that I want them to. Use the air, okay. They're long though. Ah, there it is. I didn't have that on last for the gun. That's why I think we was long on it. Let's see if we can get a hit this time. Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Damaged them for 50%. Ooh, those were way long. Do I have to laser every time before I freaking fire a rocket? That's the question. You got some splash damage. Alright, so let's do this. Let's find the rest of those vehicles and let's try to see if we can use the pilots, because the pilot can actually control the rockets as well. So we'll try to do it with the pilot. And see if we can do any better. So we'll put that on HMD. Let's DWAS that. Let's get control of this hover from him. Can't creep on in here.
Rotor RPM low.
Uh-oh.
Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
So we're just gonna creep on in and see if we can't get some rockets off here. No, we ain't either. Ah! Why they playing with those guns like that? Thought them boys was down. I'm gonna have to throw something back at him here in a second.
Copy. Ceasefire. Roger. Ceasefire. I'm deslaved.
Alright, now how do I...
Target stored.
I forgot how to tell him to shoot.
Slaving. I'm deslaved. And deslaving. I'm up rockets. Rockets up 8. Gun lost. Pausing Hellfire.
How do I tell this boy to shoot? Alright, you know what? I ain't got time to worry about it right now. I'll take it over. I just need you to hold position, sir. Boy, gonna play them games with me.
Aligning.
Rifle one out. I thought we had taken out much more than we did over here. I wasted a lot of rounds on trying to frickin' walk my guns in on the target. So we've got to use some of these Hellfires here since they're obviously still active.
Roger, aligning.
Yo, what up, Chief? Shack another one. What's going on, bro?
Roger, aligning.
Last one here.
Roger, aligning.
I think that was the last of them. Let's take a look-see here on the TADs. Might be a couple of infantry, but we ain't gonna worry about them. Alright, yeah, so we have 4 Hellfires left, and let's see, 24 rockets left, no cannons. I think we have enough to go on up to the next waypoint, try to get some rounds on target there. And I think I need to set my AI George to consent fire. I think that's what it was while he wasn't firing the missile. So let's come over here. TSD, let's go, what we need, route, waypoint 7. Let's jump back here, do the same thing. Why is my forward fuel low? Let's check our fuel again, boys. We're getting the forward fuel low message. Yeah, we still have a total of 2250, so we should be good. Man, I always have trouble after getting the control back from frickin' George, man. Like, how did he have this daggone thing trimmed out? Alright, so we can see the next target area over there, but we'll come around to those side of the mountains there and try to engage what we can. They're over there attacking the civilians and whatnot. We can't be having that. Distance of something is off. That can't be no 18 kilometers up there to the, that's where waypoint 7 is over there. That can't be no 18 kilometers. Something's off there. Alright, so we're coming up on waypoint 7 that thinks it's 19.5 kilometers out. And we'll get ready to oh shit, looks like some people right there. So let's go master arm on. Fires up the missiles. And why ain't I getting Alright, let's turn out. I ain't getting my rocket or icon thing. Yep, they're shooting at me anyways. I got my rockets so why am I not getting the icon from back here in the pilot seat? Can't figure out how to get my freaking pilot to yeah, it's on pilot HMD.
Engine 1 out.
Why?
Engine 1 out. Rotor RPM low. Engine 1 out.
Uh-oh.
Rotor RPM low. Engine 1 out.
Oh.
Rotor RPM low. Engine
No,
1
do
out.
not flame out right here,
Rotor
yo.
RPM low. Engine 1
You will
out.
be captured and killed.
Rotor RPM low. Engine 1 out.
I can't get it back
Rotor
this time,
RPM
y'all.
low.
There we go.
Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
Oh, I can't get control
Engine
of
1
it, y'all.
out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
Why is it still saying engine 1 out?
Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
We definitely lost engine 1,
Engine
y'all.
1 out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
For some reason, we
Engine
definitely
1 out.
lost 1.
Engine 1 out.
You got any
Engine 1
damage?
out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
Ah, lander.
Engine 1 out.
No. Oh, man.
Engine 1 out. Engine 1 out.
That's how that
Engine
cookie
1
crumbles,
out.
y'all.
Engine 1 out.
I don't know what happened.
Engine 1 out.
I don't know what happened.
Engine 1 out.
But we do not have a prop, a rotor.
Engine 1 out.
It's done.
Engine 1 out.
Did we take damage? I think
Engine 1 out.
yeah, we might have taken some damage or something. I don't know, but let's get out of here because best believe we're in between two combat areas, and they saw us kind of auto-rotate it down. So best believe that they are best believe they are coming for us. Best believe that. That's crazy. Alright guys. We're gonna end it here. I had a blast. We'll do some more of this definitely. But yeah, I have no idea what happened. I don't know if I flew the helicopter too hard or what, but there was definitely some things to learn. We did take out the whole first target area. Well, everything. We noticed some rounds coming up at us at the last minute there. So we've got majority of it taken out over there as we learned the AH-64 Apache. I definitely appreciate you guys for hanging out. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to smash that subscription button. Leave a like for the video. We'll do it again. We'll be back more than most likely Thursday. Shadow says womp womp. It was on his moments. I don't know what you're talking about, Shadow. But yeah, this is how we end it. Taken out in the behind enemy lines. So we're going to need a SAR aircraft to come and get us. We're going to grab our M4, hop out of this baby, and head for the hills. And try to just to survive until we can get some reinforcements. But yeah, catch you guys later in the week. I'm back to work tomorrow. Until next time, your boy Leo Sticks is signing off. See ya. I'm down with that, Shadow. Let me take my green screen and everything down.
I'd rather be a dreamer.